Today, we're reopening one of the most haunting cases in music history, the assassination of Tupac Shakur, a killing that shocked the world, transformed hip-hop, and left behind a trail of questions that still echo nearly 3 decades later. Before that night in 1996, Tupac wasn't just another celebrity. He was a poet, an actor, a revolutionary voice, and one of the most powerful cultural forces in America. But the brighter he shined, the more enemies and tension formed around him, creating a storm ready to explode. It's September 7th, 1996. Las Vegas is glowing in neon, full of boxing fans, gang affiliates, celebrities, and all the dangerous politics that come with the world of death row records. Tupac arrives at the MGM Grand with Suge Knight, the feared and influential CEO of death row. Their presence turns heads instantly. Security cameras capture them moving through the hallways after the Mike Tyson fight. Tyson wins in the first round, and suddenly the lobby is flooded with thousands of people. And right there in the chaos, Tupac's crew spots Orlando "Baby Lane" Anderson, a Southside Crip known for robbing a death row associate earlier that year. Without hesitation, Tupac rushes forward and throws the first punch. His entourage joins in. Suge Knight jumps in too. It's fast, violent, and caught on camera. Security breaks it up, but the damage is already done. That moment wasn't just a fight. It was a spark thrown into a lake of gasoline. After the altercation, Tupac and Suge head back to Suge's house briefly, then plan to attend a death row party at Club 66. Tupac changes clothes, climbs into Suge's black BMW, and the two drive through the Las Vegas Strip. They're talking, laughing, and listening to music. At one point, police pull them over for playing loud music, but after a quick conversation, they're let go. It seems like a harmless moment, but time is ticking. A white Cadillac begins trailing them. As the BMW stops at a red light on Flamingo Road, the Cadillac pulls up on the right side. No conversation, no warning. Suddenly, gunfire erupts. 13 shots tear through the BMW. Tupac is hit 4 times, in the chest, the arm, the thigh, and once in the lung. Suge Knight is grazed by shrapnel. The Cadillac speeds off into the night before anyone can react. Police arrive within minutes. Tupac is rushed to the University Medical Center. Inside the hospital, doctors battle for his life. Outside, fans gather, news reporters swarm, and the world waits for updates. For 6 days, Tupac fights to survive, but on September 13, 1996, at 4:03 p.m., he dies from his injuries. He was only 25 years old. The investigation begins immediately, but it collapses almost as quickly. Witnesses refuse to cooperate, including people who were in the BMW convoy that night. Some claim they didn't see anything. Others simply don't want to speak to police. Las Vegas detectives have no reliable witnesses, no license plate number, and a city full of tourists who disappear the next day. The only consistent clue is the mysterious white Cadillac seen leaving the crime scene. Orlando Anderson becomes the primary suspect almost instantly. He was the same man caught on camera being beaten by Tupac and his crew hours earlier. Police question him, but Anderson denies any involvement and insists he left the MGM after the fight. With no witnesses willing to testify, authorities can't connect him to the shooting. 2 years later, Anderson himself is killed in a separate gang-related shootout, taking whatever he knew with him. As time passes, the lack of arrests leads to speculation and conspiracy. One popular theory is that the shooting was retaliation from the Southside Crips. Multiple investigators and insiders support this version, arguing that the MGM fight humiliated Anderson and his crew, leading to an immediate revenge attack. Another theory points inward, suggesting someone inside Death Row Records might have had a reason to silence Tupac. Rumors circulated that Tupac planned to leave Death Row and start his own label. If true, his departure could have cost certain people millions of dollars, but no credible evidence ever proves this theory. A third theory claims law enforcement or government agencies were involved, fueled by Tupac's outspoken criticism of police brutality and racial injustice. Supporters of this theory point to the surveillance Tupac was under at various points in his career. Still, no documents, witnesses, or official investigations have ever supported this idea. And of course, the most sensational theory of all, that Tupac faked his own death. Fans cite supposed sightings, mysterious messages in his music, and his fascination with the idea of Machiavelli, the strategist who faked his own death. But again, no evidence, just myth, hope, and mystery. Then, nearly 3 decades later, everything changes. In 2023, Las Vegas police raid the home of Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, a former Southside Crip leader, and the uncle of Orlando Anderson. Keefe D had previously given multiple interviews claiming he was in the Cadillac the night Tupac was shot. His own words eventually become evidence. Authorities arrest Keefe D and charge him with orchestrating the murder. Prosecutors argue that he provided the gun used in the drive-by and directed the attack. But the 3 other men allegedly in the car, including Anderson, are all dead, which means the full story of what happened that night might be buried forever. And that brings us to today. Tupac's legacy continues to grow. His music, his message, and his impact live on stronger than ever. Yet the unanswered questions, the conflicting theories, and the shadows surrounding that night in Vegas still haunt both fans and investigators. Who really ordered Tupac's murder? Why was the case left unsolved for so long? And how close are we to finally learning the truth? For now, the mystery remains. But one thing is certain: Tupac Shakur's voice never died. It only grew louder, and the search for answers continues. If you want more deep dives into true crime, unsolved mysteries, and cases that continue to puzzle the world, make sure you subscribe to Cold Case Vault. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode. Subscribe now, join the vault, and stay curious.